there was no Democrat who was going to do it. President Kamala Harris wasn't going to do it. Biden wouldn't have done it.
I want to show you one other clip because here now is Sam, also on Triggernometry. And this is someone who has had complete and utter Trump derangement syndrome and cut a lot of people out of his life who ended up supporting Trump, which is kind of unfortunate. But here he is acknowledging, I mean, this is wild, actually acknowledging that Trump has not only done good, but maybe deserves the Nobel Prize for it.
I think he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for having brought the hostages back, right? I mean, I think that's, I have no problem saying that, right? So readily admit that that was a massive achievement. Whatever happens next, I mean, there's not going to be peace in the Middle East as a result of this ceasefire. So I'm very skeptical and pessimistic about the outcome. But just that piece, getting all the living hostages back, was massive. There was no Democrat who was going to do it. President Kamala Harris wasn't going to do it. Biden wouldn't have done it. Many of his weaknesses as a president, as a person, translated in that specific area into strengths, right? His unpredictability, his unprincipledness, the fact that he could just throw over the chessboard and walk away for another year.
So, CJ, you can see I'm trying to give the guy credit here, but what he does there at the end, you know, he's basically poking the guy who he's also saying did the unthinkable and got the hostages back and everything else. That unpredictability and throwing the chessboard up and all that, that's the stuff that causes enemies to be like, oh, we better not F around with this guy.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's what keeps him at the negotiation table. It's exactly why he was able to go and bring Kim Jong-un to the table when no other president had been able to do that. People forget about that. You know, he was calling him Rocket Man, all of these things, and he was threatening to basically nuke North Korea if they didn't, do what we wanted them to do. And that type of, kind of unpredictability that the president often displays is one of his biggest bargaining tools, whether it's, economic policy via his tariff policy, or whether it's just general foreign policy issues. And so, no, it's definitely a great thing that he utilizes, and he's utilized it to win. Like, my entire thing is that you can question someone's, strategies, tactics, whatever. You can't question results. And the guy gets results. Like, that's my thing. He can be mad, but he gets results.